This quarter pipe ended up being way more of a headache than I thought it was going to be. So I originally got it from Pro BMXer Matt Behringer's legendary backyard when I got the water slides. When I set it up in the yard, I put it next to the second landing, which was a great temporary solution. That's lasted for the last several years. Now it's time to give it a permanent home. So the first part of this project happened when Bryce was here, moving dirt around and excavating. And I had him go ahead and dig that hole right there so that we could slide the quarter pipe into place, hoping that it would just be an easy move that we could even do with the machine here. Unfortunately, once I got the quarter pipe out and isolated, I realized that the sides were rotten and it just really needed a lot of work. Once we get this quarter pipe fixed up and built into the landing, I think it's going to be a really fun and pretty unique feature. Let's grab our shovels and get to work. If I could just teach those chickens how to pick up rocks, then I'd have it made. A little bit of rot there. Before I start this woodwork, I really want to make sure that this is as level and square as I can get it, so that when I screw it back together with new wood and really hold it together, it's as straight as it can be. So I'm going to scrape out dirt where I can, where it's holding this up, and use this level right here to make sure that it's all square. There we go. Now that I've got this thing leveled out and stacked up on the stilts, I can replace that wood on the side. So I'm going to pull off all the rotten wood, and then I'm going to use it to trace out the transition on the new wood, screw that back into place, do the same to the other side, and then start bracing it up and get it ready to move into place. Well, let's hope this thing doesn't fall apart when I remove this side. I don't think it should, but never know with this old thing. Alright, I'm going to need that to cut my transition out of the new one. Now that I've got the sides off, I can check the ribs, which is really the skeleton. If the bones are good, then we can make it work. While it's far from perfect, I'll be able to get at least a couple years out of this once I tune it back up, which would be great. 3/4 inch plywood is really, really heavy. It's actually hilarious how rotted out this board is. It's like uncovering a relic from Indiana Jones or something. I found one factory edge on the top, which I lined up with the clean cut factory edge on the new board. So I'm going to use that to line it up, trace it out, and then I will cut my transition out. What the? All right, there's a robot coming over. We got to check this out. That thing just shot at me.
Arms opening.
This robot is talking to me.
Arms opening.
What did you bring me, robot?
Alert, alert. Arms opening.
Thanks for the water, rad robot.
Opening.
All right. Owen just got a
alert.
remote control robot from the neighbors that you can deliver stuff with and shoot people with. I think he tricked me.
Arms closing.
Thank you for the water, and no thanks for shooting at me. Oh, there he is. What's up with that robot, Owen? That's pretty funny. All right, I'm gonna get back to work, Owen. Thanks for the water. All right, the side's looking pretty good. It's a lot more solid now. I mean, it's not solid, but at least I'm not worried about it falling apart because of my Homer Simpson Spice Rack style stilts to hold this thing up. Now we're gonna move over to the other side, get that side shored up, and then we can start bracing it and get this thing into place. I almost forgot to brace up the left side before I take the walls off, so I'm gonna switch my stilts over to the other side. This is looking awesome. So what we're gonna do now is brace it up. I flipped that thing back so I can access the bottom and put kind of rails in there and really get it sturdy. It's not sturdy right now. All right, this thing is solid. Pretty stoked with how it's coming together. Now what I need to do is put a sheet of plywood across the back so that when I push it up against this, the whole landing doesn't just fill in behind it. Well, at least that's pretty square. Quarter pipe's all done, ready to move into place, which is awesome, and it feels really solid, so pretty psyched to see how it rides. Dustin's over here getting everything leveled out. What up, Dustin? Thanks for the help. We really want to make sure the dirt is flat and level and as perfect as we can get it before we move this massive thing into place. We're gonna try hosing these down because wet wood should slide a little bit easier. A little more water. I think the water's helping though. This is actually working. Nice, that went really good. All right, now that I got the hard part done, the quarter pipe is all solid and moved into place. Now I'm on to the hard part. So I gotta move all this dirt from the side and the bottom and fill in around this thing so it's really fully built into the landing, which will make it even more solid and just make it a really fun feature for the yard. All right, I've been stacking dirt back here all day, and as you can see with the dust flying everywhere, it's extremely dry right now. We haven't gotten rain in 2 months really. What I'm gonna do, because I'm sick of this and I can't get the dirt to stick like I want it to, is I'm gonna frame up the sides here. So I'm gonna put plywood across to the back of the landing on that side and on the other side, and then I'll just throw the dirt up and over into it, and we can get this done a little bit quicker. This build turned out awesome. Let's have a quick look at where we started and how we got to this point where it's looking so good like this. This was way more work than I thought it was gonna be. For some reason, I thought it would be this simple kind of tune that thing up, move it into place, throw a little bit of dirt there and it'd be good to go. It was actually a lot of dirt to move, and it's still really hot out, so it was a hard build, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I actually didn't even expect to do what we did on the side there. that was kind of an afterthought because I had this extra dirt I needed to do something with. This is a fun feature that's a little more chill than hitting a big jump line or something, and it's a feature that we can session a bit more. And I really like how we started with a quarter pipe that I probably should have thrown away. We salvaged it, we fixed it, and now we built it into this really cool thing. The kids are warming up on the pump track right now. We're all really excited to try this out. Chickens are checking out the quarter pipe.
Watch out!
It works. Still a little bumpy going into it, but it's brand new, so it'll ride in. You know, it's funny, quarter pipes have never been something I'm that good at, so I'm pretty excited to have this here really help develop the skills and learn how to air it better. Let's keep trying it out. I think the boys are ready to test it. Who's going first? Here comes Milo. Chickens are in the way. All right, next time we're putting the chickens away before we ride. Nice, Owen. Woo! All right, it's getting dark. I think we're gonna call it a night for the big stuff. We might mess around on it a little bit more, and that's what this thing is perfect for because we're not hitting jumps, so we can just play around on it. I hope you guys liked the video. This is a really fun build. It was a really hard one, and it was still hot, and can't wait for fall. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our future videos. We're gonna keep building back here as well as playing around in the mountains around us. And yeah, have an awesome day. Hey guys, thanks for all the hard work digging.
Yeah. Peace out, Poland. Freaking idiot.
You guys are awesome.